All right, everyone. Dev with Crime Hive. Welcome back to my channel. I've got another video because there's an update in the Leila Caveat case that I've been covering. If you remember, she went missing. She's from Alabama, wound up in Florida from surveillance video, and her 2-year-old toddler was found a few miles away from where she was last missing in Florida. And just a lot of bizarre circumstances going on with this case. But we've learned that an individual was arrested in connection to this case, not necessarily for the disappearance or the murder of Leila, though. Apparently, according to U.S. Marshals, investigators arrested this individual, who I'm going to point out right here. I'm actually on his Facebook page because he practices witchcraft and has a Facebook page here called Magnetic Kundalini. And I'm on here because I'm going to share a video of him actually explaining his perspective. Almost a video of him explaining himself to everyone about this case. And we're going to get into that. We're going to watch that video, and I'm going to go throughout that and pause a couple times here just to point out some interesting aspects of this. But it's essentially an interview, just him speaking to the world about his thoughts, about what he thinks may have happened, about what his account is of these events leading up to the disappearance of Leila. So we're going to talk about that. Now, just so you guys are aware, this individual here, his name is Shannon Ryan. And again, he's a self-proclaimed witch doctor. Just went into custody yesterday, which would have been Saturday. And the making of this video is Sunday. So just yesterday he was arrested. But the main purpose of this video is to show you guys this Facebook video that he made. Very interesting. We're going to cover that. We're going to talk about that here. So, again, if you guys don't remember, this is Leila Caveat, still missing to this day. We still don't know what's going on. Maybe this video will give us some insight. And again, I want to be clear that this individual is not arrested for the murder or disappearance of Leila. But let's go through this video here. So again, I found it on Facebook, and I'm going to enlarge it. We're going to watch it, and let me know your thoughts on this. Very interesting information here that's discussed in this video.
Greetings, family.
And I'll enlarge it here.
It's a beautiful day outside, enjoying the day after Lion Gates 9, so on.
May have to turn up the volume a little bit.
Today, I want to talk about Leila Caveat, or Cavett, who she is, and what my connection is to her. You know, Leila's missing right now. And I just want to say this. Why is it the only connection that you made between me and Leila Caveat is the one that I posted? You know, I see some people show up on my post and say some real ignorant ass shit. Real ignorant ass shit.
You might hear some language throughout this, just so you know.
Some of the same individuals that I've been helping for the last 5 or 6 years. Why is it you have a missing girl or a missing woman, and the last person that's seen her, which is me, who talked to the police, you ain't heard nothing about me? The police ain't flashed my name.
Okay, just want to stop right there briefly because he is saying that he was the last person to see Leila. All right, that is big information, though. As you guys are aware, oftentimes there's a lot of speculation. Investigations tend to hone in on the person who had last seen an individual who went missing or was killed. Hopefully that's not obviously the case with Leila because she's still considered missing, but I definitely want to point that out. That is a huge piece of information. Again, don't know if he's guilty of the disappearance or potential murder of Leila, which we hope is not the case. Let's continue.
Came across the newspaper. They had to put me on TV. They had to put out a warrant for my arrest. But some of you motherfuckers want to show up on my post and say some of the most ignorant things. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Because you end up making yourself look even more foolish toward the end. We have a missing woman. And I gave the police everything that I know. Everything. But here it is, and this y'all first time hearing of this, or hearing of my connection to it. Why did I post that? Because I posted the pictures. I put the material up because I wanted to draw attention to the fact of what is actually going on. You know, people have begun to say, he's guilty. I'm guilty. Why am I guilty? And let me remind you, I put the information up there. You ain't heard shit about me. I posted it. He's guilty. Why? He has felonies. He did things in the past. Yeah, I did some burglary when I was younger, and I sold drugs when I was younger, and I went to prison too. See, that was the dirt that I grew up out of. That made me the God that I am today. So now, individuals love to try to hold you to a past frequency. You mean I can't change? I can't be transformed? I can't be renewed? Oh yeah, you can do all those things. Yeah, but then the minute something goes wrong, then you go back and say, this is who the fuck he is. Look at what he used to do. He's a criminal, so he had to have something to do with it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Your vote of confidence. Because I'm a black man, right? And I'm a criminal. And I was the last one to see the girl, so automatically, I got something to do with it. Thank you, America.
All right, so I wanted to show you that first little part because that kind of just gives you a little background of who he is. Obviously, he's got a lot of energy going on throughout this video. Seems very angry throughout it. A lot of energy, a lot of emotion throughout that. So let me know your thoughts and comment below of what you think on that beginning part of this essential. He's basically just voicing his opinion about what has happened in the recent days. So I want to fast forward now. He does begin to talk throughout it about how he met Leila, which is about a year ago, how she showed up dirty, homeless with her child. He let her in to her home, to his home, that sort of thing. You guys can go through that. But I want to fast forward here, and it's really interesting. It's about right here. I'm thinking, let's see if I can get it to the right spot. And then he starts talking about why he came to Florida, how he was visiting a mentee. There's someone he was mentoring because he is, again, practices witchcraft, does healing, chakra, that sort of stuff. And he teaches people, he trains people. And apparently this woman named Christina got sick. She was in the hospital in Florida. Now, we have Shannon here, who's not from Florida either. He's also from Alabama and was in Florida dealing with this situation with Christina. And that's why he was in that area. Now, I think around here he might mention Christina a little bit more, but then he gets into how Leila wound up in Florida. So it starts to get really interesting through that part. And we'll get to that here.
I don't even live in Florida and hung out because I'm waiting for her to get out the hospital.
See?
Because she ain't from Florida. And I don't want to leave her stranded. Without no help, no support, or no family. I was it. I'm it. So now, here we go.
This is where he starts to talk about Leila.
And now, I'm getting ready to go down here to Key West. On the beaches. And go down here to the Everglades and deal with these alligators. And Christina was the person that was supposed to be helping me. But she can't because she's been in the hospital for 2-3 weeks at this time. I'm back on the phone with Leila Caveat. She said, I had a car, Cavalier something, and I traded it for a truck. I said, you traded your car for a truck? She was like, yeah, it got a couple little problems with it. But, yeah. So I was like, Leila, show me the truck. And she showed me the truck. And I'm like, shit, Leila, I need a truck like that. I need a truck just like that because I'm getting ready to go down here to the Everglades and shit. I don't want to go down here in the car. I said, shit, let me buy that truck from you. I'm not selling my truck. I'm like, Leila, come on, sell me the truck. Now, here's the thing. Because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Leila's supposed to be coming down to Florida at this time. She's supposed to be coming down since Christina in the hospital, and she's going to help me till Christina gets out the hospital. So she's going to be the one holding the cameras and helping me. Y'all's like, why are you getting Leila? Because she's a survivor. I'm going out here into the woods, into the Everglades. You don't take nothing but survivors with you. And so now, she says she wants the job. She says she wants to be my apprentice. She says she wants to finish her learning. She said, I'm gonna come to Florida. I said, Layla, sell me that truck. Layla said, give me $3,500. Give me $3,500 for the truck. Now, I said, Layla, what's wrong with the truck? She's like, well, there's something wrong with the gas line and spark plugs. And I said, Layla, I'm not going to give you $3,500 for a truck that don't run. You're going to have to drive that motherfucker to Florida before I even give you anything. So now, under my understanding, I'm going to say this again. Under my understanding, I thought I was the reason she was coming to Florida.
Very interesting. And so that's how we learn, according to him, how Leila wound up in Florida. This is just really interesting, you guys. Let me know what you think. We're sitting here listening to him. It's almost as if we are in the other seat across from him, just listening to him. You know, it's almost as if we are the investigator asking him questions. He is literally telling us everything that has led up to this event. That's why I felt like this was so interesting to post, and I hope you guys find it as interesting as well. Let's continue here. Again, I don't want to interrupt too much. It's very interesting as we keep going through that, as we learn more.
So now, Leila's gonna take $3,500 and stay with me. We got a truck, we got a car, and now I'm finna get her a place for her and her son, and we finna set up business. Now, you might ask yourself, why did this girl drive all the way to Florida to meet some guy? Yeah, because she knew me, and I had taken care of her and her son for a number of months. So I showed that I was able to not only support her and her son, but another woman and her son and my motherfucking self.
Again, language.
So she knew she was going into good hands. Now, Leila says that she was coming to Florida. And just like I told the police department, when I talked to them in person, it took her 4 days to make an 8-hour trip. And I thought she was playing, and I thought she was hustling me, and I thought she was wasting my goddamn time. Same thing. I said, no, because this is what she do. She lie, and she'll manipulate you, and she'll trick you. And I'm like, oh, damn, why this girl, I'm supposed to be going down here to Key West and then the Everglades, and you wasting my time, Leila. I'm finna go. I ain't got time for this. Oh, this is messages that I showed the police department. 4 days. I'm 5 hours away. Then she go back, no, I'm 8 hours. I'm 6 hours away. No, I'm 2. I showed this to the police. I just want y'all to see the inconsistency of what she's telling me. An 8-hour trip took her 4 days. So I don't know what she was doing in Florida during those 4 days. But as I showed the police department, this is what time she showed up to me. And this is where we were standing. And this is where the camera was at when she got here. When she pulled up at Racetrack, which is right a couple lots over from Walmart, we pulled right over there to Walmart.
Now, that's interesting because we learned in my previous video that Leila was last seen in that Walmart parking lot. That's where her vehicle was. The Racetrack is a gas station essentially right by the Walmart, and that's what he's starting to talk about right here. Again, really interesting. He's admitting that he'd shown investigators his cell phone messages, and he'd given them quite a bit of information. We'll learn more as we go through. And apparently investigators found something inconsistent with that information, and they went ahead and arrested Shannon for some lies, which they haven't really divulged at this point. It's still an ongoing investigation. But he'll talk more in depth about that here.
Right over there. Where her truck will park at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's talk about it. And then she got out her truck. Did I get out too? I think I got out. Did we hug? I don't know. She got in the car with me. Boom. And we pulled off. Just like I told the police department. We went to Pollo Tropical in Fort Lauderdale. About her and her son, a feast. And then we went right out here to Fort Lauderdale Park. Park Beach. And we ate. Her and her son. We ate. We smoked weed. We got high. She went out on the beach. I went to go work out. We stayed out there for a couple hours. She got in the car. Now, of course, we didn't discuss business and things of that nature. That ain't none of y'all business. Then we went to the Cheesecake Factory to get something to eat. That's also on camera, too. I'm pretty sure they can pull that up, too. Now, Once we left there, I think we ended up eventually going back towards Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood. Bing. This is the exact same thing that I tell the police officer. Man, I was asleep. We pulled up to the gas station. Boom. When I pull up to the gas station, it's some guys in a car that she talking to. These guys look familiar because it's like some motherfucker that she was talking to at the beach, and you just gotta know Layla. She a friendly motherfucker. She don't care nothing about your boundary. She would tear your boundary down and start a conversation with you, and you gonna talk to her. So this is her energy. This is her frequency. And like I told you, like some guys she used to talk to at the beach, but I'm not sure. And like I said, it seemed like she was down here longer than what she was telling me, so I don't know if she know him or not. But when we pulled up to that gas station and I was waking up, she was already in a fucking conversation. And I told them, just pull back up the cameras. Pull back up the cameras, and then you'll see that she's talking to some guys in a black car right at the gas pump. And now me waking up, my ego, because she's had a conversation, and this guy asked her, do you like to party? That was his exact word, do you like to party? That's what I'm hearing as I wake up. And then I'm like, damn. Don't these dudes see me? They can't see me in the car. So I get out the car. It's my ego. And I walk right over there and said, nah. She don't like the party. She good. Right? And they're like, and then they pull off. Now, I go back around to her, and I said, like, what the fuck is that? She's like, I know them. It's cool. I said, Layla, how the fuck do you know them? You just got to Florida. You don't know them. She's like, yeah, I do know.
Very, very interesting information there. Again, this is coming from his perspective. Don't know if it's true. Don't know if it's false. But he's claiming that there were men at this gas station right next to the Walmart. Multiple men in this black car that apparently she may have known. They're asking if Layla likes to party. He's talking earlier that they'd gotten high together, and so there's drug use involved. A lot of things going on here. But again, we don't know if he's guilty or innocent of any crime right now, other than he apparently did lie to police. So really interesting information, though. Let's continue here through this.
Layla got her and her son and got in the car with those guys. I want y'all to hear me. I'm at racetrack. Walmart is like they basically almost right next to each other. And this is how I explain to the police officer. So I want y'all to hear me. So now, when she get in the car with these guys, and I said, it got to be on camera, that I leave racetrack and go right over there to Walmart parking lot. Right there in the truck. Shit. Boom. And I go to sleep under the understanding, she'll be back. This is what she do. When I wake up in the morning, she didn't come back. She told me she was going to sleep in her truck. She didn't sleep in her truck because she never came back. So now I get up in the morning, and I'm waiting, and like my whereabouts. First of all, Walmart, cameras, car, and then when I leave Walmart parking lot, I drive to racetrack, again, cameras, and then I sit there all day because they had free Wi-Fi and I wanted to get off my data. So I'm sitting there all motherfucking day long on camera, going in and out of racetrack.
I find that really interesting, and again, I wish I knew the information from these cameras, because he is telling us along this path, where he's eating, what he's doing. There's cameras here at the Walmart. There's cameras at the racetrack. If there were cameras, it could be very easy to discern if he was in fact there. Timestamps, dates, times. We'll talk about the phone in a little bit here, but he does make an effort, a point to mention that over and over again. So either he is very adamant about the fact, hey, I'm innocent, check the cameras, check everything, or we don't know. He could be telling us this information, and there may be something else going on. We don't know, obviously, but from his perspective, obviously innocent. He's trying to prove that through this video. It's very clear. And let's continue with more.
Talking to the clerks and everybody in the store the whole day. Besides when I went to go get some weed and came back and got high. Yeah. So let's talk about it. And then after Layla didn't come back, I think it come out, I gave her $3,000 for that truck. Yeah, same thing I told the police bar. I gave her $3,000 in cash. The moment she got in the car with me, because that was our understanding. With an understanding that I was going to give her $500 more when she helped me clean that filthy motherfucking car out. Or truck. She never came back that day. Or, let's just say, she took too long to come back, according to my understanding. And I said, you know what, I'll keep that $500 myself, and I'll clean this motherfucking truck out myself. While I'm cleaning out the truck, I just want you to understand, yep, I fucked up. See, because she told me she was selling me the truck, and I gave her the money. I said, we'll just handle the paperwork when we get back. When we get back, we'll just go ahead and boom. I don't feel like they're going through all your junk and shit that you got in this car. We'll just handle the paperwork when we get back. But when I got to that store, Leila had another plan, because Leila got in the car with these guys, and I felt like I was playing. I'm going to show you why. Because when I cleaned out the truck, I want to be very specific about what I said. Leila told me that she had took her Cavalier or her car, this was about 2 months before, and traded it for a truck, almost an even swap, which didn't sound right either. But now, when I go clean out the truck, guess what, y'all? Y'all know what I'm finna say. The paperwork ain't in the truck. There's no title to the truck. I'm getting nervous now. I'm feeling played now. Oh, there's a title in the truck, though. A title to the Cavalier that she said she traded for it. And a tag to it.
It's really interesting because what he's saying here now is that, you know, Leila came down, was going to help him with this filming project apparently in the Everglades that he was going to do, and then also was going to sell him her truck that she recently bought. And now he's feeling played. He's feeling conned out. You know, Leila leaves with these other guys. Had already given her $3,000. He's thinking, you know, hey, he's going to get this truck. He's digging through the paperwork. No title. That's what he's saying. So according to him, sounds like he's been played by Leila. And obviously he's very upset as he recounts this information that he's stating. So it's just really interesting. But we're going to get into the police aspect of it here too, which is some very interesting information as well. I think you guys would want to hear.
This girl that sold me a stolen truck is my greatest fear right now. I parked that motherfucker right back at Walmart. I got in my car. What did I do for the rest of the day? I think I went back to motherfucking racetrack. And the beach is just what I do. As I'm waiting for Christina to get out the goddamn hospital. Now, here it is, the next day. The next day. I think I immediately left racetrack. Yep. On camera. Yeah.
On camera again.
I slept in the motherfucking parking lot, which is right next to Walmart. And then I drove over to Walmart. With the understanding, I'm finna go to Key West, y'all. And then I'm finna go down here to the Everglades. And I ain't got time to wait on this girl to come back. Here go day number 2. And she ain't back. The window on the passenger side of her truck was broken and down. So I go over there and I park and I go inside my car and I get a garbage bag and I walk over to the truck and I'm going to put it on the window because I'm going to be gone for about a week or 2. So it don't rain in the fucking truck. As I get out my car. Yeah, y'all. The story get good now. Yeah. As I get out my car and I'm walking over to the truck. I was like, police everywhere. They jumped out. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, free.
That's where the police get involved. Interesting.
Who are you? Do you? I'm like, man, I'm Bar-UL. Y'all might call me Shannon Ryan just so we don't get this identification.
It was by Bar-UL as well.
Bar-UL.
Bar-UL.
Whose truck is this? It's my truck. I just bought it from Leila Caveat. What, is there a problem? Well, how do you know her? And we going through this whole shit that I just told y'all. Now, let me break this down. And I keep asking the officer, is something wrong? Is that truck stolen? Because, see, that's my greatest fear. My greatest fear is I done bought or received stolen fucking property. So I keep asking the officer, is the truck stolen? Because I'm telling you who I bought it from. I'm telling you how much I gave them. And I feel like she done played me because the fucking paperwork ain't in the car. So what the fuck can I do with it? She was like, no, the truck's not stolen. I talked to like 4 officers. I ain't even going all that. I talked to like 4 officers right there in the parking lot of Walmart. And all 4 of them questioned me thoroughly. And then when officers, they pull up, or detectives. And I already know, 2 women officers, you can kind of feel the vibe. So, oh Lord, this. And so now they start asking me questions, but their line of questioning is different from the men that was questioning. Their line of questions are more so, what kind of mother was Leila? She's a good mother. You know, would she ever been? No, she would never have been her son. I can tell you that right fucking now. She loved that boy too much. She might not have been the best mother, but she loved that boy. And so now, here it is.
It's very interesting that from his perspective, he's even saying that no matter what Leila may have done, maybe she did go with these other men in this car, maybe she did go off, she would not leave her child. And this is according to him as well, because she loves the child, obviously. Most mothers do. They wouldn't abandon their child and leave him in another area away from where they were. So that's an interesting part there.
And I go to telling them what kind of mother that she is. They're not asking about Leila being missing. They're not asking about none of that shit. They just want to know what type of mother she was and da-da-da-da. And so I go into all that with it. Now, I said, officer, y'all can search my car. Oh, no, we don't need to search. I said, no, y'all can search it. Like shit. Y'all can search it. Y'all got me pulled over here. And I'm telling you, that I was the last person to see it. Now, here we are. And we standing out here. And the woman police officer, I can't remember her name, y'all, but she knows she was on. This is what makes me feel kind of funny about the whole situation. So now, I give the woman my phone. I told her, you can go through it. Here go me and Leila conversation. Here go every conversation. She said, I need to take pictures of it with my phone. I said, go ahead. Do you know why Leila? I assume Leila was coming to Florida to see me. No, I don't. But I assume she was coming to see me. Now, here it is. And after the woman read my text message and kind of understood the story of me being fucked out of $3,000 in a fucking truck, she says, I want you to write a message for me. I'm like, what you want me to say? She said, have you contacted Leila at all? I said, no, I ain't messaged yet because I know what she do. I figure she'll come back, but no, I ain't messaging her. I want you to message her and say to her, Leila, you fucked me again. I'm tired of this shit. I don't want the truck. You can have it. I'm sticking the keys up under the seat. And you can just come get the truck when you want it. And then the officer told me, we want you to do that because we're hoping she'll come back to the truck. It makes sense at the time. We're hoping she'll come back to the truck and think that she can make some extra money.
That's really interesting right there. I wanted to stop right there because according to him, he's saying that officers or detectives wanted him to message Leila about the truck and to say exactly what he just mentioned. That points out a really interesting fact. He had not messaged her back. Why? Why did he wait to message her? Why is he not already messaging her? Where are you? I just gave you $3,000. Where, I'm sitting here with the truck. I have no paperwork. He's saying that he never did message her. I'm not saying that's a sign of guilt, but that is very interesting to point out. Let me know your thoughts below in this video.
About reselling the truck again. So now I'm really starting to get just like, man, this goddamn truck. This truck gotta be stolen. It gotta be. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't know nothing about Leila being missing at this time. Because I don't watch fucking TV. I don't know nothing about no baby being found in memoir. Because I don't watch fucking TV. I don't turn on the news. I don't do none of that shit. So when I'm standing out there, I don't know the baby missing until the officer say, not the baby missing, Leila's missing. But the baby had been found in memoir. And that's why they thought, and I'm like, no, Leila would never leave her baby. Now, not only do I have this officer take keys out my hand and put them in the truck, then they said, as I'm getting ready to go, I think we'll go ahead and search your truck, your car. All right. While they standing there searching my car, one of my spirit guys said, go ahead and take that picture. Yeah, and take that one right there too. You're going to need those later. Just chill. And so now they searched my car then, and they said, okay, you can go. I said, I just want to be clear about one thing. I said, okay, so y'all know I'm not from Florida. They said, yep. And y'all know I don't live nowhere down here. I be in the car, I be in a hotel room, so I don't live. So they're like, yeah. And I said, and I just told you I'm getting ready to go down here to Key West, and I'm getting ready to go down here to the Everglades, and you're not going to be able to contact me or call me like you think you fit to. They were like, yeah, we understand. So I'm the last person to see her, and y'all can let me go. They're like, yeah, go ahead, because we don't have no reason to hold you. I got in my car, and I rode off. Y'all got to feel me on this. See? Now, when I ride off, I say, I'm about 20 minutes away from that Walmart. And I said that one police officer called me back. And she said, I need you to come back to Walmart. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, I need to take some more pictures out your phone. I was like, well, I can't come back right now because I got to deal with a client. But I'll meet you there in the morning.
I just have to stop her right here because he's literally being questioned by police about this incident. This is a very serious issue. He goes away for 20 minutes. Police call him back for some reason, wanting him to come back so they can take more pictures of his phone. There's some reason they want him back. And his reason is that he's got to deal with a client and he can't go back right now. He's got some other business he's got to take care of. Again, innocent until proven guilty. But I don't know about you all. Tell me what you would do in that situation. If I'm questioned in an incident like that and I'm driving away and they call me back, you better believe I'm driving right back there to give them whatever information they can. If I'm innocent, if I truly believe, hey, I'm already caught up in this. All right. First off, I wouldn't have done it this way to begin with, but in this scenario, if I've already talked to police about this, 20 minutes later, I'm going back to give him he's obviously let him given consent to search the car, search his phone, everything, right? So it's just odd. What do you guys think about that?
She said, you meet me there in the morning? I said, yeah. You want me to pull back up in the same parking lot? She's like, yeah. So when I got off the phone with her, I'm like, y'all, that just doesn't sound right. I said, I just answered all your questions thoroughly, and now you want me to come back so you can take some more pictures on my phone when I just let you take pictures on my phone. And then it was also the fact that you want to meet me, but very specifically, you want me to go to Walmart parking lot. You could have met me at the police station. You could have met me anywhere. You want me to go back to this scene for a reason, and I don't understand why. So, now, I'm talking to Christina later on, and she tells me about the missing baby in Myanmar. And I'm like, oh, shit. She's talking about Leila. Now, 2 and 2 starting to come together. And I was like, okay. And then now, let's go forward. I didn't go back to meet that officer. Why? Christina told me that the Hollywood Police Department came up there to see her and answer questions about me, about where I'm at, where I'm going. I just want to re-emphasize this is a person that's in the fucking hospital, hooked up to tubes and almost dying, and now they're harassing her. Not once, not twice, not 3, not 4 fucking times. So yeah, let's be clear on that. So now they harassing her. How do you know? Answer question. Boom, boom, boom. She explains everything clearly. And then the Hollywood Police Department said, well, we need him to come talk to us. And then she said, he talked to y'all yesterday. Y'all let him go. And then they said, no, that wasn't us. That was Myanmar Police Department that detained him. They questioned him. But since they're dealing with the missing child, because the child was found in Myanmar, but the truck was in Hollywood. So we're dealing with the missing girl, Hollywood, and they want to talk to me, and they want to ask some additional questions. I ain't got a problem with that. But you know what I got a problem with? I got a problem with how this female officer just tried to trick me to come back to Walmart parking lot so y'all can question me and probably detain me and arrest me. And I ain't trying to go to jail during Corona, and I'm a black man. You know what else I don't like? I don't like how Myanmar Police Department had an illegal stakeout in Hollywood, detained me, searched me, then let me go, but took the keys from the truck from me, put the keys up under the seat, then have me send a text message that looked like I was angry about something, and then want me to come back to the scene after you put the keys up under the seat to have Hollywood Police Department, who's supposed to be dealing with the fucking truck to begin with and the whole situation, question me. You just made me look guilty as fuck before I come back to talk, because I thought I was talking to Hollywood anyway.
Just a very
I thought that's who I was helping. They never
situation.
identified themselves as Myanmar Police Department. No. I thought I was fully helping the Hollywood Police Department. That's why I gave them the keys to the truck with my fingerprints on it. That's why I sent the message right there, timestamp that picture, because I sent that message right there, standing right there with the police department too. In this era of I can't breathe. Y'all say, oh no, you should just go down there. Yeah. A black man that got over 15 fucking felonies. A missing girl, and the black man said he the last person that talked to her. I just felt like they just tried to wrap this case up too quick and like, yeah, he had something to do with it and just lock him up when I've been nothing but cooperatives from the fucking beginning. It seemed like they were just trying to make a case. And I ain't the one. Now, do your motherfucking job. Find the girl. Now, here we are. And I also want to say, when that police officer was just questioning me, they didn't make it look like Leila, what's the word I want to use, was missing. They made it more look like she had ran away, just to be honest with you. Now, the police department go up there to see Christina again, and they start asking her for my phone, and she won't give them my phone. Telling them to get a warrant, they want my phone. Then the FBI go up there, and they want the phone too. We just want his phone. We just want his phone. We want to look through his phone. This girl is dying in the hospital, and that phone is her only way of contacting, of connecting with me, and talking to me daily, so I can be her spiritual guidance. And you want her to give up the only way that she got to talk to me.
It's interesting. Always with the phone, right? The phone has solved so many cases. It can give us so much information as to whether the information that he's saying is true or not. It will tell us. And that's why I find this interview, essentially, it's an interview with himself, but it's so interesting because what are we going to find out in the next couple of days? You know, is he truly innocent? Is he guilty? You know, it's just so interesting to hear this as if we're listening to his entire side of the story in connection with this case.
Once I find out the FBI involved, that's exactly what I needed. Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Now, here we are, and they go up there again, harassing her about the phone, talking about we gonna just come back with a warrant and we're just gonna take it. And she's crying on the phone with me, y'all. Y'all ain't got to go through that shit. Y'all ain't got to see someone dying in the hospital, hooked up to tubes and fucking crying, being harassed and worried and stressed. So now here it is. And I tell Christina, I said, give them the motherfucking phone. Ain't nothing on it. I ain't did shit. What do they want to look at? Some weird shit? Give them the fucking phone. Stop making it difficult. Ain't nothing on it because I ain't guilty.
Interesting.
Now, here we are, and I called the FBI agent that left his car with Christina, Agent 1. Let's talk about it. Sir, do you have a warrant for my arrest? No. Do you want me to turn myself in? No. Well, what's the problem? Well, usually when someone's missing, we're able to ask additional questions. We're able to ask additional questions, but you don't have a place of residence, and you don't have a place. I told them that shit before they let me go. So don't try to make it look like I ran or disappeared. I told the motherfuckers that exact shit out my mouth, and it's recorded before I left. Because I ain't scared of shit. That's why I told them. I ain't scared of shit. Now, here it is. And he tell me, yeah. And I was like, okay, do I need to turn myself? He's like, no, there's no reason for you to turn yourself in. I said, well, I'm on my way back to Florida. And I don't want y'all pulling up on me out of nowhere. Jump out, boys. Like I done did something wrong or some fucking criminal. I said, so I'm willing to turn myself in now, or I'll go down to Hollywood Police Department my motherfucking self. Because y'all ain't gonna make me look out like I'm a bad guy. Now, ask yourself again why they ain't said nothing about me. Because so now here it is, and I tell the agent, I said, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason that I didn't go back when that Hollywood police officer detective was calling me because I felt like they was full of shit and they had fucked up this investigation. How you gonna detain a man outside your jurisdiction and then want to re-question me again? And I feel like you're trying to set me up. Why do I feel like you're trying to set me up? Okay, I had 15 years in prison. I got a number of fucking felonies. And I just told you I was the last person to see you. You can just easily just say case closed. Yeah, it is. It's that easy. What about my heart, y'all? What about the work that I do? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I've been to prison? That makes me a criminal? Is it because I'm a witch? Is it because I talk occultism? Is it because I talk about darkness? Yeah, but what about that light that I talk about? What about the healing that I do? Y'all so easy to throw a motherfucker away. Y'all so easy to throw a motherfucker up under the bus and don't know shit.
So again,
don't mess.
Really angry, right? Really trying to to tell us that he's innocent. He's done nothing wrong. You know, that police are botching the investigation. You know, that they're not doing it right. And again, I don't know. I'm just a third party here, watching and seeing as this unfolds. But what are you guys' what are your thoughts on this after hearing this? There's a few more minutes left, and I really think it's important just to continue on through. If you've been with me this far, bear with me. There's about 4 minutes left. It's just really interesting information. And again, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're watching this, you've gone this far, I do a lot of videos, and there certainly will be more as we go. Let's continue with the end of this one here.
This is me about teaching you nothing. Ain't no readings going on from this point on. Healing. Ain't no readings going on. I don't appreciate that. You know, same people I help, the same people that try to throw me up on the motherfucking bus and didn't know shit. Here it is. And according to her own family, Leila was on crack. I didn't know Leila was on crack. Well, her family member made that goddamn comment to a newspaper. Yeah, we had to run her out the house because she was smoking crack. So this had to happen somewhere within that year we disconnected because I went and gave $3,000 to a fucking crackhead.
Wow. She's still missing.
They disappeared right after I gave it to her, and we ain't seen her since. And now, the FBI investigated me. They think I'm dumb, but I ain't stupid. Yeah, you investigated me, but you ain't investigating me about no missing girl. I know you ain't. Because Hollywood Police Department could have handled that. No. Because when I tried to talk to the police, the FBI agent about the case, he didn't want to hear it. He was like, no, I really don't want to deal with it. I'm going to transfer you to the other department. I just wanted to make contact with you. Man, get the fuck out of here. Really? You investigated me for something else in that other department, which is only going to be Hollywood Police Department. Then two separate investigations. And so now what are you investigating me for? Was Leila involved in something? I think so. And now they're trying to make a connection with me to her, but you got my phone.
What do you think happened?
Go through it.
Any thoughts?
Search my whereabouts. Look at where I'm at. Look at where I've been. Look at who I talked to. And then you're going to find out you wasted your motherfucking time when you could have been looking for her. Do I think Leila's missing? Not at first. How can she be missing when she was homeless? All her family members crying, oh, Leila, where were y'all when the girl was on the street? Where were y'all when she ain't had nowhere to go? All these people got, oh, we worried about you, Leila. Oh, we miss you, Leila. Well, why y'all wasn't missing her when she was homeless? And she ain't had nowhere to go. All you fake-ass light workers that want all this goddamn attention. All these people want to put up pages and shit. Who was searching for you, Leila? Was you searching for her when she was homeless? Because I tried to give her a fucking job and a place to stay. And tried to help feed her son and take care of her son. I tried to build something with them. What the fuck were you doing besides making a fucking post?
It's interesting.
I don't know who I am. See, y'all follow a page, a timeline. You don't see the work that I do every day. You don't see the energy that I put in. I told y'all everything that I told the police department and the FBI. And I want to be clear about this. I talked to the FBI agent, Agent 1, and he told me that he's going to set up a meeting between me and somebody from some department so we can sit down and go down through the peculiars of this case the next day. Appointment, 9 o'clock. They didn't show up that day, and they still ain't showed up. 3 days, they ain't called, I ain't heard from them. Ever since I called the FBI, they have not called me back, period. I'm in Tennessee right now. I'm in Tennessee. Right now. But I'm on my way to Florida. I'm going to pull right up to that Hollywood Police Department.
This is almost the end
here. We're trying to find Leila.
What do you guys make of his energy? Do you think it's normal? Do you think a little fidgety? Do you think maybe he's on something? Any type of drug? Or do you think that's normal behavior? Obviously, I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. What do you think? Do you think he's under the influence of anything? Do you think this is just his way of venting and getting the information out and explaining his case? What do y'all think?
Let me make sure y'all know everything that I know. And make sure that y'all know that I ain't running from shit. I just wanted to make sure everyone knows what's going on. But to some of you motherfuckers that got on my post saying all that slick shit, all that dark shit, oh, he's dark, oh, he's the coldest, oh, he's been to prison. Bitch, so what? And I'm magical. And I bless and I heal. You know, I'm about done with you light workers because you motherfuckers delusional.
All right,
yeah.
guys.
So here we are, y'all.
We'll stop it right here. Whew. What an interesting insight from a perspective when we're talking about a missing woman. And you've got Shannon Ryan here, currently in jail. Will there be other charges? Will he be released? Is there somebody else involved in this case? We're going to find out soon, but I certainly wanted to post this video. This is Dev with Crime Hive. I'll be back with another video. You all take care.